Conspiracy has a shot to play a little bit better, a little bit stronger, a little bit more together. This will be a little bit of a different test for them here tonight. There you see the fly through. How are they going to go through this in this early initial? I would really love to see United throw a wrench into this, maybe be a little bit different.
96% for eUnited, 262 votes to 51. I put 10 on Dream Conspiracy, so you might as well just say 50. I don't know who those 50 poor souls out there, but man, are you living in a dream world right now. But eUnited, you know they like to play for the M-bar pot. They're playing for the hill simultaneously. Praized goes down early. Xplosive trying to keep this one intact. They get the shock grenade as well in the hands of Kenny. That should create some separation, buy him some time, and narrow down to another 1v1 on the side. Powerz wins that exchange. eUnited gets an 18-point lead, so even though they lose this fight at the bottom half of the map, in just a few seconds, they're going to use that M-bar, keep right side control of the map, and then try for one retake before they set up for next.
Eyes on target.
I really love the fact that Powerz has taken like a half a century to get down to this spot. Like, he took his time. He said, I'm not getting snuck by nobody. Here comes the first kill. Xplosive is going to get that first down. Beautiful cleanup by him. Now it's 4v3 official on the map. Xplosive is going to be coming through the middle of the lane. Powerz with one headshot. Powerz, it was that out there. He went down. He got a second, man. Hey, man. Hey. There's 3 other people on your team. You can share some of that wealth by instead of taking all that health. Come on now.
All mine. All mine, Powerz saying. He's trying to go for with the highest kills in a single game. I don't know what that is at. Maybe might need a stat check later on into the stream to see if any of these players here have come close before, as Xplosive gets that cross onto Crabyys. He gets caught out of position. You see them funneling back, trying to keep their players intact, trying to keep everybody alive. A smoke to create separation, but a headshot through as Powerz once again gets first blood in this fight. Goes for number 2. Everybody on Dream Conspiracy falling in a blink of an eye, and it goes full control. 60 seconds on this hill for United.
There's a good thing there's not a referee out there. I know that they're still haven't taken the lead in the point department right now, but the way these first 2 team fights have really gone, not that initial, because that was pretty split up. They still won a lot of the fights around the map, but these first 2 full team fights have not necessarily gone the way you want them to. You're going to see a couple of players rotating in through the bottom side of the map. They're going to try to come up this middle stairwell. I like Praized's position. He's going to mark them out. He's going to say they're all 4 stacking up. I mean, they're going to send 4 straight people down a small hallway. You got Powerz all the way in the back being able to do whatever he wants, but he's going to get pushed up by Reflame. Reflame with a big down on him. The quick revive comes through. Beautiful job by eUnited staying alive in this fight thus far, but Praized is starting to try to calculate some of these kills. Xplosive picks one up on the backside. That's going to be a couple of big downs. Another kill from Kenny comes out. BGod trying to make one more happen, but he's going to go down. And another team fight goes over to eUnited. Beautiful job early in that one. Reflame getting it down on Powerz. That blunts that offensive strategy by eUnited. But all you've done is allow them to rotate out, get a new set of nades, get a new M-bar in the hands of Powerz. And you're going to make this next rotation that much harder with them having all the power weapons.
Yep. And you notice they already have that spawn point towards the top side as well. So step 1 is already done. 2 eliminations and get control of the hill. Step 2, before you know it, and they're going to go ahead and fan out, disperse, get their defenses set up, and collect as much information as possible where this push is going to come through. And since you already said that they have the M-bar, they have the frags already, they know this push is going to be that much easier as they're trying to hunt these players down, trying to connect with these M-bar shots. Praized pushing forward, they're getting aggressive, and that's the thing. If you go ahead and fight and eliminate these players away from the hill, that's going to make it much harder for them to even get close. You see the fight going down for the spawn point. Reflame going to be the first one to die. Crabyys soon to follow. BGod doing what he can, but he's left alone. Meets the same fate, though. Absenz by himself. He attacks the hill, takes out Praized, so he's gained at least a little bit of points. At least there's a little bit on the side of Dream Conspiracy.
Hey, any points are good points for Dream Conspiracy. Absenz with a beautiful kill. He's going to try to rotate around. Almost gets the second. I was about to get hyped for my man Absenz there. Reflame throws a shot, but he throws it to the back left side of the map, so it's not going to allow anybody to rotate over there. But that's not really where you need it, because they're going to be able to set up at the top of them stairs and pick you up one by one, put you down, have the gun in hand. Oh my God, this has been really terrifying to watch. This is what? Where were these boys a week and a half ago? I swear to God, I'd have lost my house in Vegas, by the way, on that one.
They were a little asleep. They weren't ready for that one, but that's a mid-split playoff. Basically the ending of the season, but Absenz gets 2, taking out Praized and Xplosive. That's gonna be the third member dead in Powerz, as they're gonna get control of that middle portion where the next hill is going to be. But you see everybody's kind of lined up there together. They're trying to get the M bar. They need to fan out, take control of one side, so they force eUnited to come through. Otherwise, they're wasting a lot of time going around, just like you see what they're doing now. But like I said, everybody's kind of too close together for my liking on the side of Dream Conspiracy.
Well, Dream Conspiracy has the backside of that T-table, and they have the M-bar in the hands of Absenz. Looking to try to get a pick here onto Kenny in the middle of the map. Beautiful body shot there, gets the down as well.
Humanity is a disease.
They're going to have to be able to pinch out these last few members. Reflame will get the nades as well. Reflame as having to deal with another fight, but look at the way they're rotating in. And again, just a quick rotation and a quick retake. I really wanted to score a team fight in favor of Dream Conspiracy.
Still mash left. You can still do that. A little bit more hope, a little bit more dreams. And the thing that I'm noticing right now is they have little shines of brilliance as they're not doubled up just yet. It shows that they can compete on an individual level, but their teamwork is where they're just falling short time and time again, both in the team fights, both from the overall team strategy, as the yet again BGod is able to get a kill. Crabyys got a kill. Reflame gets another one. They're doing a good job of battling back, but it's just not enough. It's not together, and it's not as consistent as it needs to be. As another trade coming through, BGod staying alive as long as possible. Might as well net him a double kill along with Absenz. They're getting points. Yeah, again, these are those little signs that I'm talking about. It shows that as individuals, they can bang with the best of them. It's just they need to pull it together as a team.
Well, we see the Lancer Fire is going to try to hold them out from this backside of the map. Xplosive rotates in and gets a quick double kill and up base, slides across and hits the swipe shot. Beautiful job getting those 2 kills. They're going to have one player playing anchor in the middle of the map. That's going to be Praized up top playing the anchor, trying to keep that close spawn for the next hill. They're going to start off getting the points already. Praized is going to be able to pick up anybody that comes through the middle of the map now and through that top side. They're going to give up that next M bar over to the side of Dream Conspiracy. Powerz has gone on a flank now. Powerz with a lot of damage out on BGod. He's going to get taken down. Crabyys has to push in. 2 Nashers out onto him. He'll get the down and dead. Last 2 members of Dream Conspiracy are going to try to come through the top side of this map. They're going to be mounted up toward this top right hill. They got an M bar in one of their hands. That's going to be Absenz. They got to be careful. I mean, this is dangerous treading here. 40 more points gets it to 210 to 82, and this is just going to get worse and worse as the time goes on and time rolls on. M-bar shot it, and Powerz not going to be able to connect with that first one. Now the nades are up. There's going to be a little bit of a fight here, but look at the quick wave. Praized is rotated to the top, gotten the 90-degree angle. Xplosive died outside at the Rose Garden. Powerz is going to try to push in, try to get back into this fight. Goes for the wrap shot, won't be able to get that one. Falling one by one. Members of eUnited, they're giving up the final 20 seconds of this hill over to Dream Conspiracy if they can't get 1 or 2 of these kills, and it actually looks like they're going to go ahead and sacrifice this out.
A moment as something peculiar happened. This is very unorthodox. Don't really know what happened here. Simple, stupid.
I was about to say, I wanted to make sure. They beautiful job here, but we see United. They're going to get the early rotation. They're going to give that up over to the side of eUnited, so they're going to be able to stack up here. Chalk's in the hand of BGod. He's going to throw that long into the backside of the map, trying to get him out of those positions, out of those covers. Beautiful job thus far on the retake here. A lot of damage, but they're not able to break through just yet. Not sure what we're going to be able to get just yet here as they're going to get that first down. There's the first down in this fight, but look at the nades coming out. Praized gets taken down in the backside of the map, and a beautiful couple of up bays out by Absenz will get that kill, help secure it early in this one. Now you see him trying to push up to that close spawn, that secondary close spawn to try to get back into that fight. Going down, and here comes the wide angles from eUnited, trying to get Lancers into the area.
Cross towards the back. They were able to get in, push eUnited back, but they were able to maintain that top spawn control, which allows them to get back in the fight as quick as ever and quickly take control once again, pushing Dream Conspiracy off. And they're going to get about 230 plus points, depending how much they want to try to bleed that hill dry. The rotation already coming through. Everybody battling for that top portion of the map. And there it goes, the elimination, the pick that eUnited need. And that's where they're going to go ahead and try to continue to extend forward, take over that hill, but a backward spawn. Absenz is behind him. He can put out a lot of Lancer Fire, a lot of damage, but he's not going to be close to getting revives.
Now we see Kenny trying to rotate around, trying to go for a little roadie strafe, stay out of the Lancer lane of Absenz, who is playing across the map. Now Kenny last alive for his squad in this hill. They're going to get the close respawn. Kenny has to stay alive as long as he can. Catches one miss rolling at him, but there's the third down and out for him as he goes down to Absenz. Now with the close respawn, eUnited's going to fight back against the tide here. You see Dream Conspiracy coming through the middle of the map. Beautiful job by them, setting up already, and a big kill there onto Xplosive. Will win them this team fight and start to net them some of the kills, but Powerz flies right into the grill and gets a kill onto Absenz, and now you see multiple players from Dream Conspiracy trying to fight off the retake from eUnited. Doing a good job thus far. Shot over the corner by Powerz, gets that first couple of pellets in, but they've given up the close spawn, Jacob. They gave up the close spawn.
Yeah, this is exactly what Dream Conspiracy did wrong, just the hill below, and it's now working out for them. As you see, now they have that spawn. Dream Conspiracy is going to spawn back up, as if they can get these eliminations, they'll be able to collect the majority of this time remaining. That's 40 total seconds. As you see Powerz trying to hide, get in position of that next M bar, as he is going to spawn up. First shot being shot, but Absenz returns fire. Stronger than ever, getting that elimination onto Powerz. He knows he can't go for the M bar just yet. He still has to fight for it. Kenny on the other side of the map gets wiped out as well. Dream Conspiracy with the late game heroics are beginning to gain momentum, but I might have spoke too soon. Powerz and Xplosive shut it down instantly.
Shut it down in the middle of the map. They do indeed buy that M-bar spawn. Kenny gets the brick one, but oh my God, he got the shot over behind. Beautiful job by Xplosive, fighting into the backside of that hill, helping keep Kenny alive in that situation. Sometimes trying to be James Bond doesn't work out in your benefit. Big body shot on to Crabyys, and the quick kill out by Praized, finishing him off. Powerz trying to get that next shot across the middle of the map, trying to get some damage through. You see Kenny fighting through the middle door now, getting a second kill there with Xplosive. They're going to set up here, back of the Rose Garden. They're going to be worried about where everybody else is going to be coming from. And they know that the respawn comes through the mid and left side of the map. So you see Powerz taking that same position, trying to catch anybody coming down those stairs. Won't be able to find anybody with those first two shots. Enemy marked. One more shot in the chamber for Powerz. Thankfully, though, for Xplosive, he has the middle angle.
Yep, and the more hill that the more time eUnited racks up, the more desperate Dream Conspiracy is going to get. They're going to have to spread themselves thin, rack up, and bleed every single hill dry down to the wire, as this one is still winnable for eUnited onto this one. And the Xplosive early on this hill's rotation went ahead and swapped the spawn, getting the right side of the map, and he's still preparing for the future, even though this one is winnable, keeping their win conditions intact. Just a few seconds remaining, less than 10 here at this point in time. It's actually going to be 11 total. Powerz going in, big flank on the Crabyys. One of his teammates did fall, but they have them both trapped towards the backside. A flash to create separation, a double kill for Powerz as he continues to reign dominant over this hill. Nobody close enough to get the touch, as eUnited will come out and finish map number 1.
What are they now in round count?
13-0.
Adding that one, that's 13.
Yeah,
it was
13.
My goodness gracious. 13 rounds straight for eUnited to start this Pro League split. Powerz letting you know just how he feels about it. And of course, we might have had that little delay in the middle of the map. I still, though, even with the delay, and this is the scary thing, because Dream Conspiracy was still allowed to garner over the half of the points really needed to win the map. I had eUnited winning 11 different team fights to Dream Conspiracy's 3.
Yikes.
That to me, as impressed as I am by eUnited with that map win, that's the worrying thing, because you can win all those team fights, but if you're giving up that many points when you're only losing 3 team fights, teams that are better at control, a team like Rise, who we have seen probably are the kings of control right now, they are going to make you pay substantially. They're going to hit you with a defaulted loan like you were just JP Morgan trying to get the rest of his cash. You know what I'm saying, baby? They're going to make you pay from here until the end of time for that.
Yeah, that's something we always talked about. Getting that high number of kills is fine and dandy, but what you do after those eliminations are just as important, as it feels like we're watching a Powerz highlight with the M-bar for a moment, as he was just taking over the game. And not only was it those team fights that won, those team fights were also making sure that those power weapons stayed in control of eUnited. Dream Conspiracy towards the very end of the game might have had a few opportunities here and there, and that's just a big maybe, as it was Powerz I saw with the control of the M-bar, literally up until the very ending portions of that game. So if Dream Conspiracy is going to come back, if they're going to do anything, it's going to start on checkout, because all the strategy is kind of removed. 3 players, you can send a 4th player over and get aggressive and go ahead and make them regret what they do after the elimination.
Well, going into that checkout as well, I think what we need to really keep a good focus on is, we've seen it before, we'll probably see it again. eUnited likes to favor that sniper. They like to favor the long shot, try to get into the hands of a guy like Powerz to allow him to really take over games late in those rounds. I want to see if they almost try to go with a little bit of Hive's mindset, where they try to pressure that mid platform, get those incendiaries to stop the easy rotation into long shot. And worst case scenario, you use the incendiaries to rotate where that overtime hill spawns. Because I think one of the things you cannot get caught up doing against a team like eUnited is you cannot get caught up trying to out aggression them. There are very few people on the planet they're going to be able to beat the likes of Xplosive and Powerz in that headbutt fight in the middle of those checkout lanes. There are very few humans that can do that. So I really need to see what their idea is, what their mindset is, because the opposite side of the map, from lack of a better phrase, what I've been able to see, they've been putting Praized in that 1v1, and he's still no slouch whatsoever in a 1v1 situation with the way he's been able to play 1v spots in the past with that harken back all the way to Ultimate Edition with that up top War Machine fight.
Yeah, and it's a good spot for him, because some 1v1s you see some players like to play it a little bit aggressive. The way the checkout plays, it's hard to get in your opponent's face. It's just a wide open alleyway. Very few sides that provide a good amount of cover. Even though the ones that do, you could still take a decent amount of damage. So if you don't play your card right, you try to get aggressive, going against a defensive player like Praized, he will make you pay. So for Dream Conspiracy, I'm going to be looking for quick, decisive plays, whether you're going for the plat side, a quick elimination for the mid lane, or simply trying to go out wide. You need to be decisive, because if you guys hesitate, if you guys falter for a second, that's all any one of these players on eUnited need to capitalize and turn a bad situation into a good one. And you need to make sure to know that if you get that elimination, you can easily backtrack, use the numbers on your side, because like I said, once you get that numbers advantage, it's hard to come back from on a map like Checkout.
Oh yeah, without a doubt. I think we only saw it. We only saw it one time happen between Oxygen and Hive, where Hive lost the initial man advantage and were still able to come away with a win, but they had to come away with it with the overtime hill. So as we load into the map, Jacob, do you think we're going to see any wrenches thrown? Do you think Dream Conspiracy has any extra plans, or are they going to mount up a 3-1 split like most everybody else and try to just take down eUnited?
I think we're going to see a lot of 3-1 splits, but I do think it will be Dream Conspiracy that sends 4 over. But the way Praized plays it, like I said, a little defensive. He likes to get the information. I don't think it to be that big of an advantage, not big of a curveball that United won't notice.
Here we go. Smokes are going to be out. Powerz tries to rotate into that middle lane. He's going to be a little red. Tries to go for a little rotation here. Tries to get Reflame. 2 shots on. Gets the kill. He's going to get marked out. Lancered on from behind, but he's going to get away with his life momentarily. Here comes the reinforcements. Beautiful double shot down by eUnited. They're going to get a second kill here. They're going to win the first blood situation. They're going to have this round well in hand, and that's going to be a 1-0 lead for eUnited.
I'm saying you got to make sure you're decisive. Make sure you're quick. Because if you falter on a moment, an aggressive map like Checkout that kind of caters into that aggression, caters into getting that quick first blood and then kind of surrounding and suffocating your teammate, it's going to be quick. Dream Conspiracy round after round. Yeah, it's a round-based game mode, but you only have a few seconds to really think and adapt and change up your strategy too much. But like I said, I can cast or curse the games too. Talking about only a few seconds between the rounds. I'm giving Dream Conspiracy even more time here. What's wrong, Colin? Tell me.
Why? Rounds were incorrect. See, this is what happens.
Blame ribs. That's all I'm saying. Blame ribs.
Well, see, this is one of the things, and
I might be on.
I might be on a little soapbox right here. So if anybody wants to get mad at me, go ahead and get mad at me. This is why I wish they'd just make the custom game option. When you click it, it immediately just sets up like Esports. Just as soon as you click it, rounds are already there, weapon swaps are already there. Just, I mean, I'd like that for ranked, but I know there'd be too much. It'd be too much backlash from the general populace. But there's my soapbox for the day. There it is.
Uh-oh.
You know how it is. You know how. Look, you know that I want to play.
Twitter's right there. No, I'm just saying.
I'm just saying. You know how I am, though, PR. Like,
yeah,
I know I suck at the game, but I want to play it as close to like the professionals as I can. That's why I just wish, just click a button and it's already set up for you, boy. I'm an idiot. I don't need to be doing all that extra work, baby.
Yeah, I mean, but at the same time, I can kind of see it. Swaps, weren't necessarily finalized. We didn't go through execution like that, so I can see how it happened. It played out the way it did, but I'm just glad to see that we are advancing. We are taking steps forward, adding in these game modes, making sure that we have the right weapon swaps that do go in. And honestly, I can see once we do add in some maps, change some maps, things go down the line, try to bring something back. Something could switch up down the line. Who knows? It's anybody's game, but this is a blessing in disguise if you're a Dream Conspiracy. You literally got toppled over in round number 1, a continuation from that control we're seeing. You need to be able to stop the bleeding. Somebody has to take charge of that team, whether it be the coach or any one of the players in that battlefield, and really just bring life into them. Because right now, I'm just not seeing anything that says teamwork.
Well, we got a live look in here with Elevate and Team Queso. Flashes are going to be out here. Early shots on by Xenon up on the top platform. He's going to go for that quick pick there onto those incendiaries. He's going to drop one off. Not going to be able to get that one. The second one comes out over that ledge. Not going to be able to get either of those. Yogurt are going to get picked up early into this one. A lot of damage coming out, but no downs, no kills. And it looks like right now, Elevate is going to get shut down here in this round, and they're going to go down in 30 seconds. They're going to be down 4-2. 2 more rounds for Queso. I mean, I don't expect anything less in this matchup. I mean, didn't this go the distance there in the mid-split playoff? Wasn't this a banger of a matchup between Spanglish and Hunting Season when they were still under those monikers?
Yeah, and I was about to say this is just deja vu of that relegation winner's side of finals. Between these two teams, it was a very, very close matchup. It was very, very entertaining. These guys are wearing a little bit of different branding. Rightfully so, they earned their spots into the Pro League. Being rewarded with very great organizations that have graced the Gears Esports scene before. Noxious getting that first down, goes for 2, picking up those eliminations onto Xplosive, only gets 1, but the continuation of eliminations fall on the side of Elevate, and there goes number 4. A perfect round for Elevate.
Perfect round indeed. They're fighting back into this one. They got to win 3 straight rounds, though, in perfection. They really don't need to be able to drop too many here to try to put the extra pressure on themselves. As we stay live into this look-in between Elevate and Team Queso. Going to be rolling out a spawn here. 4-3 is the map count. It's going to be round number 8. They have that 3-1 split again, but it looks like both teams trying to stutter step over to that frag grenades, and now it's going to be a 4-4 stacked up. Sleeper, though, he's going to connect with that first incendiary. He's going to connect with another one, and this looks like it might be able to be a 5-3 round count here very shortly.
Yeah, that was a for sure elimination, I do believe, for Xenon. If he was able to stay alive, not get incendiary out. Body shot from Crushmo. He gets taken out from Explosive. They're beginning to swarm. They're beginning to suffocate out Elevate, and once again they're 5-3, 1 round away from taking the series.
Well, here we go. We're gonna get that little live look and that little screen on screen action. Team Queso could finish it up with a 6-3 victory in that next round, but we're going to be right here live with eUnited and Dream Conspiracy, your main stage matchup, and already eUnited with first blood here in this second round, getting the kills and getting the thrills. They get a clean sweep, 4-0. They're up 2-0.
You know what it almost looks like to me on the side of Dream Conspiracy and some of these strategies? It seems like they're just trying to copy paste some strategies without knowing the meaning why, without knowing the focus. Because right now they're going into the mid lane, they're lining up on towards Plaid side, but they're getting sandwiched by eUnited, becoming targets left and right, and they're not helping each other efficiently. They're not knowing what their win conditions are in some of these strategies that goes through. So I'm looking for Dream Conspiracy here, just like I said, to begin to show some life. They get that flash in towards the middle, but they're allowing Praized to go in almost uncontested, but finally he gets taken down. Reflame gets the elimination, so that's going to be a trade, but there's no instance in play. But Explosive quickly hops up. Another trade coming through. Both players backtracking from the 1v1 spot, but it's going to be Absenz, who's just a little bit too slow. Lets his teammates get 1v2'd, and all he has left, I do believe, is 1 frag grenade going up against Praized and Kenny.
Oh, one frag grenade, and Praized is going to have the snipe in his hand. Real quick update, Team Queso won 6-3, so they're going to have it tied up 1-1 going into that escalation. Map number 3, Absenz is going to get Lancered out. Praized with the snub, flash out over the backside. They're going to continue to try to play wide on him. They get the down. They don't give him any opportunity to come back into this and get a fight going. So even though they win the first blood, eUnited, they get the kill that matters, as it is the final one of the round. And Absenz, my man, minus 360, my brother.
16 rounds in a row, though. 16 rounds in a row for eUnited. They haven't dropped a single round this split. I'm just seeing how far they can go. I highly doubt any team can play to perfection in terms of round count. But, man, I need to see a plus minus. What do you guys think? How many perfect rounds can eUnited get?
I'll tell you shortly before they lose their first one how many I think they're going to get. Jacob MVP are, but there's a down onto Absenz, and the quick cleanup by Praized gives them the first blood for the round. Now you see them trying to angle out the last few players. Powerz is going to get a headshot of his own, still playing that cubby corner, getting back gaze on one after the next. Crabyys, BGod, they're going to press her across these back checkout lanes. They are held up here at the backside. 3 players from eUnited in the area. Kenny the only one dead. There's a quick little...
Oh my God. It's not fair. It's not fair. 17 in a row. I'm going to keep that counter going. 17 straight rounds for eUnited to start the split off between yesterday and today. I feel like with the amount of, errors, technical difficulties, they might have spent as much time in the lobby as they have in game on execution.
They very well may have. Also, my man Absenz, minus 350, brother. Get it down. Get it to 300. Oh, they team killed. Okay, that's why he's never... Okay. Dang it, I was really hoping that's just how dominant eUnited was playing. I was like, they killed him so hard. My man can't even get into the positive point department. Reflame is going to get pushed up on by 2 members of eUnited. Beautiful job playing that cubby corner, bouncing around, staying alive for a very long time. Reflame, very impressive there. But it's not enough. They're going to get the first blood and the round win. They have won 5 out of the 6... Or they've won all 5 first bloods, excuse me. They've won all 5 first bloods. No, they haven't. They've won 4 out of 5 first bloods, but they retook the one round they lost the first blood on. Jesus, Colin learned to speak English.
Looking like the Undertaker's WrestleMania record at one point. 18-0. 18-0.
What are you talking about? He never lost to Brock Lesnar. We don't talk about that in this house.
I'm just waiting. I'm just waiting right now to see when it's going to end, how it's going to end, because it's only a matter of time here. But is that team going to beat eUnited? If they get another perfect match here, it's going to be 26-0 in rounds, but no first bloods for either team just yet. Xplosive goes down first. Powerz, he's been the hero all series long, and he fights the 1v1 towards the back lane, creates some separation. Kenny, the duo that completed perfection. They're keeping perfection alive yet again here as Absenz, the lone player, the lone warrior, the last soldier, getting toyed with Praized. He's not even giving him an opportunity to get a shot off. It's just a short moment here before they converge, going at 2 angles. They're even trying to sniper him over the cover. They know it's lights out, and that's 19-0 at this point in time. 2-0 in maps, Colin. Can they be stopped?
We'll have to find out if eUnited can be stopped right after a very quick commercial break. Can Dream Conspiracy come back into this matchup, or will it end in escalation? Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back into the 2-0 up leading eUnited versus Dream Conspiracy matchup here, our second matchup of the night. And after a quick 6-0 on execution, followed up by that 1-0 win in control, they're looking to stay perfect as we move into that map 3 escalation. And Jacob, do you think they can go perfect yet again in a map 3?
Just for entertainment purposes, I'm almost at this point. I'm on the train. I'm on the eUnited train. I'm almost hoping for perfection. 24 straight rounds if they can end the day. Egg United. You know why they call them Egg United? Because that's how many rounds they lost.
I thought it was because they had Kenny. Hey, look, you want to talk about trains? Your conductor is right here, baby. That's what I'm talking about. You know dang well I stay at front of the train. I gather up tickets. I say, you want to come on this train?
His Twitter's right below, guys.
You got to get your ticket up right here. Your ticket got to come through this man right here because we're going to be loading up on the Vasgar. Look, I don't pop champagne, but I'm going to pop something in favor of eUnited because they looking to finish this thing off 3-0. We all know I'm as happy as a pig in mud right now that they winning this thing.
Yeah, I just feel bad, a little bit for Dream Conspiracy. I shouldn't too much because, this is what happens when you go up against the best of the best and you show up unprepared. But can you imagine practicing week for week, reaching your dreams, qualifying for the Pro League yet again just to go up against eUnited? I can't imagine something like that. You just go ahead and count me out for that one. I ran into me yesterday. I was trying to play some games before Pro League started. I went up against a first stack of pros. It was a Versa. It was Maurice. And I didn't stay in the lobby fast enough to see the other two. I can tell you that much.
I mean, I wouldn't have stayed in that lobby either. That lobby would have had me feeling like this if I'd have seen them names on the other side. I'd have been like, nope. I ain't trying to break no controllers because we all know I got caught one time. I broke that controller. I shouldn't have blamed the controller. It was user error, not controller error. But I slammed that thing. I broke that thing like 15 ways to Sunday. It was terrible. It was terrible, Jacob. Can you not take me seriously right now?
I'm trying. I'm just trying to stare at my camera at this point and just not even glance over to the side. But Colin, man, you wouldn't be a gamer if you didn't release and break one controller in your lifetime. And as us gamers, we know we're perfect. It's always the game's fault. It's the internet's fault. I lagged and my monitor's not good enough. The weather's too hot outside. My air conditioner ain't working. I didn't eat my breakfast. It's just everything but my fault. We know that to be true. But Vasgar, that's going to be another aggressive map here coming in on Escalation. And eUnited has been shown to be a terror to start off this split. Perfect in maps, perfect in rounds. And honestly, if Dream Conspiracy can't show some life, if they can't just pick it up here, this could be another steamroll to come through, a quick 5-0. And like I said, they'll be perfect in rounds 24 straight to start off their series.
I mean, 24 rounds straight is a big achievement if you ask me. The fact that they can possibly win 24 straight rounds and try to cap this night off at a 3-0 on Vasgar is going to be, without a doubt, an impressive feat. You see Praized already starting off hot and heavy with a kill there already. They're going to be trying to pressure out these last two players to get this 2-1 hill advantage.
Oh my God, here Dream Conspiracy just getting beat down yet again. And Xplosive, he knows not to overstep his boundaries. Those quick eliminations could quickly bite him in the behind if he go ahead and gets a little bit too greedy, but that's going to go ahead and allow them to rack up that score line. 2-1 hills early on in control. You're going to spot those players rotating on over, and he's just backtracking, knowing the reinforcements are there, knowing he's going to get that cross as he tries to bait somebody in to get an elimination.
You see Powerz just trying to bait Absenz into this up bait. Gets it exactly how he wants to and gets the kill. Now with a 2-1 hill advantage and a free run over to C, it's going to be up to these last three players from the side of Dream Conspiracy to overwhelm this B hill. Xplosive thinking somebody was going to up A into that corner, is going to try to get one, but he's going to go down. All three players still alive. That's a clean sweep on this side of the map for the side of Dream Conspiracy.
Absenz doing what he can. You already saw him get eliminated early on. He's just trying to fight for his own home hill control right back. Multiple players are. Big flank from Crabyys, though. That's going to alleviate some pressure as three players are getting pushed back, though. The defense is there everywhere you see them coming out from eUnited. But now we're going to have to see some offense as they trail 2 hills to 1. Flash grenades coming out. Praized wasting no time. Cross from Xplosive and Kenny as they back them up, gaining inch by inch. There's going to be the down. That's going to be bait needed as Kenny's trying to push up and get positioning, followed by Xplosive as well. But he gets a little bit too aggressive. He goes down, eliminated. That's going to cost Praized his life as well. And just as quick as you know it, Dream Conspiracy gets the 3 players eliminated and are going for another hill.
That's a big couple of kills for them. That's twice now they've won 2 team fights against the United, and they're coming back into this one. They're going to be able to get this retake going here momentarily, and another down on Powerz will solidify that mid-neutral hill. Crabyys, he's going to try to go for that roadie strafe kill right into the face of one player for BGod. They get a second one there. They're going to break that A hill, and they're going to fly over to the C. Try to get a quick decap and try to get that next hill under their control. Try to stay into the lead of this one. They've got to come back into it, though. 60 seconds. Dream Conspiracy will win. You see Praized just trying to hold down that situation. Didn't finish that cap off. So they're not going to be able to get this going just yet. They got to keep somebody from getting up onto that ledge. Crabyys is going to rotate all the way back. Double cap into it now. Praized pushing up full red. Hasn't gone down just yet. Xplosive tries to go wide, but Powerz is taken down in a 2v1 on the opposite side of the map. That could be the entrance that Dream Conspiracy needs to win another round.
Yep, you see the rotations coming through. They're just going around the clock, around town, finding one. Praized gets caught slipping, though, by Absenz. He gets taken out. They're going to hold and maintain these two hills. You see a couple players trying to backtrack, and that leaves Xplosive by himself, trying to buy some time. He should get eliminated here in theory, but unless he makes his work cut out for him, he's dodging shots left and right. Finally, he gets taken down, but he bought the time needed, and there goes the first round loss for eUnited. 19-1 is where it's cut dry.
250 score point accumulation for the side of Dream Conspiracy finds them their first round in this matchup and the first round loss for eUnited since this split has started after the mid-split playoff. eUnited, they're probably going to stay with a standard. You see Dream Conspiracy already hovering over that first utility spot spawn that they can put down, trying to go for that Boltok, and they do indeed put that there. eUnited's probably going to do the same thing because we all know how deadly Powerz can be within his hands.
I honestly think this map is kind of hard. Place those shot grenades and Ensign center line. I think it's going to take some teams maybe a little bit more practice how they want to kind of fine-tune that strategy, because you see a lot of shocks, you see a lot of incendiary grenades used from the sideline to try to break stalemates, get control of those neutral positioning, go over towards the tank, the top side helicopter. So I don't think that's why we've seen that be a prevalent strategy here, but that's just yet. As this game does develop, you see teams kind of favoring different weapons, favoring different strategies, and already you see aggression come out from Dream Conspiracy, a possible flank as well if Crabyys can play his cards right, but both players go down on the other side of that coin. Two quick eliminations for eUnited, make it 3 as Powerz wins his 1v1 across the map, going for a triple cap domination. Crabyys, he needs to be the hero, needs to get the decap, taking a ton of damage, finally goes down, but he did his job getting the decap, but I don't think it was enough. I think he needed to buy more time as Absenz not able to touch the hill. Quickly answered back as eUnited as we're tied up at 1 apiece.
Right back into the fight, eUnited with a 38-second round, get the triple cap domination from the Swarm side of things. Beautiful job for them fighting off multiple hills at the same time, getting decaps everywhere they needed to early to try to put the pressure on Dream Conspiracy to fight back into it off of respawn. We come to the third round now. eUnited's probably going to put down or upgrade that Boltok over to a possible retro, try to get incendiaries in their hands. This is going to be interesting to me because now the Arrival spawn has lost the first 2 rounds. Are we going to trade off rounds, or is eUnited going to be able to find a win from that Arrival side? That's the big differentiating point to me, because without a doubt, that's going to become a big point of contestation on who can play that Swarm spawn side stronger late in the game.
Now Dream Conspiracy already doing better than they've shown so far. Retros on the field from both teams. Both also sending 3 over towards the tank side, but eUnited, they have a little bit of that advantage towards the tank side. Quickly getting flashed out. I don't know if that was an eUnited flash, though, as Praized still has one, Xplosive has one, so that was a miss flash coming out from Dream Conspiracy, as they're already down 1 in the utility department. Powerz getting pushed up on, though, by Absenz. He has that retro, so it's going to be very hard for Absenz to complete a decap.
Here we go. Big shots out by Xplosive, but great hip fires as well, getting those downs. Double downs now. He's going to be able to clean those up. Powerz on the opposite side plays the 1v perfectly, allows him to try to rotate up into him. It looks like Kenny is going to get called out going into this hill. He's going to have to drop this flash off. Here comes Reflame, goes to the up bay. He misses it, and Kenny catches him slipping. Here comes the reinforcements. Powerz in the area now. Long count taunt out by Kenny. Sees BGod roll up into the hill, but the extra rotation in from Xplosive will help get that first kill. Now it's going to be up to Absenz to try to get one, as Xplosive has been cleaned up. Praized has gotten a meat shield on the opposite side of the map. Kenny's going to get cleaned up. Now Powerz' turn into the fight and into the cap of the hill. They're looking to finish this off in quick succession, try to get 2 rounds back to back, and there it is from the Arrival spawn. They get it 2-1.
Got to think in that first one, Dream Conspiracy did a good job of catching eUnited slipping after, 19-0 after that execution. Ends the run, but honestly, that's a little bit of pressure United doesn't have to deal with. I don't even know if they even realized they were 19-0 at that point. It was just happening so fast. But this is where you're going to see the shocks get upgraded, which takes them off of the center of the field. But there's going to come a point in time here, especially after this round, if Dream Conspiracy does lose it, I think they're going to have to start looking to forcing fights towards the center line. Big chaotic fights, maybe a 3-1, possibly 4 over. if they're looking to gain an extra footing, because when it comes down to strategy, when it comes down to depth, I think that heavily leans on over towards the eUnited side.
Good to be back.
We'll see if they can continue this roll here, as now that the shocks are down on the eUnited side, Incendiary's down on the opposite side of the map. See Powerz trying to look for any extra rotation over across, trying to see if he's going to get challenged up by Absenz, and also Powerz has a chance to lancer across onto that player Crabyys. Xplosive has now hopped the cover. Again, Xplosive's hip fires have just been on point. I don't know of how many pellets he's actually missed when he's in those little roadie straight fights with the hip fires. Beautiful job. On the opposite side of the map, Powerz is going to have to rotate back into the Sea Hill. Absenz knows it gets the call out. He's going to try to push back against the tide. Powerz playing back away from Absenz. He gets the help from Kenny, and Powerz with that kill gives them back their home hill. They have the B hill as well. 2 players off of respawn. Xplosive in the middle of the map is going to start marking people up. He's going to try to get them to go down before they even get a chance to retake this, but Powerz has been cleaned up by BGod, and that might open things up for Dream Conspiracy to fly back into the fight.
eUnited slowly but surely looking like they're getting matched on certain occasions by Dream Conspiracy, as another 2 eliminations are picked up. See in your mini-map, they're beginning to press forward, begin to turn on the aggression, but at the same time, they might be a little bit on different pages here, as BGod taking a brunt of pistol fire. Powerz continuing to stay aggressive, but I talked about those numbers being there for Dream Conspiracy. They're finally picking up the elimination, but sacrifice. Crabyys goes down, Reflame gets down, but the revive is there. Chain getting picked up, reinforcements from Kenny yet again. Right place, right time, 2 more eliminations. That was a team wipe at one time or another, so they're going to get the second hill under their control, as on the other side of the map, Absenz. He's just saying that he's just trying to anchor down the hill and keep at least 1 under the belt of DreamCon.
Here we see Crabyys trying to fight off at that T cover, a little L-shaped cover, excuse me. Powerz looking for Absenz, hiding in the cubby corner. Beautiful 2 shots out by him, gets the down, and now the kill. You see Xplosive trying to roll up, trying to get this down, which will open up a little bit of a pressure here. Pressure point at the B hill. Down comes through. That's going to be the kill on Absenz. Here comes the respawns out. Going to be Praized first off, and I think Xplosive has to worry about getting doubled. I'm not sure what exactly he can do here. You have to play back. There's the flash. Here comes Powerz over the top. Xplosive is going to get pushed up upon. He's going to bounce around, go for a swipe shot, gets the reaction instead. Beautiful shot by Crabyys. Will get the down. He moves in, goes for the quick kill there onto Xplosive. They get it. Shock is out. It's going to stop them from being on top of the stairs. But also, nobody can get into the hill just yet. So the points will continue to accumulate for eUnited in this situation. And Praized is going to push up onto BGod. Beautiful L trigger. Praized, though, with a roadie straight, gets the kill. And now Praized will have the A hill, which should force Dream Conspiracy to fly out and try to apply pressure to that B and C hill.
Yeah, but right now they're just getting staggered. This is not the right time to die this late into the game. And now it's coming down to your individual talents. You don't want to rely on that. Craby goes down. Deaths continue to be staggered out. BGod trying to get the decap to come through, but Praized doesn't need to reset it. He doesn't even potentially need to fight it, but he's going to go and prove his dominance anyway, getting that elimination, securing the capture that he doesn't even need, as eUnited close out the half 3-1.
We go to the second half with a dominating lead and a really dominating performance by eUnited after dropping their first round of this split. In that first round of this Vasgar, I'm going to be curious to see what the extra rotation is from Dream Conspiracy. What can they do to fight back against this tide? Because without a doubt, I really believe that eUnited has really kicked it into that final gear. They're going to try to shut this down 3-0. They say, hey, look, why don't you go look in to that Elevate Team Queso match a little bit more, because this one, we're not going to let it be interesting. We're going to continue to take care of business and wrap it up.
Business as usual. Another day in the office for eUnited. A commanding lead, and honestly, this is going to be hard for Dream Conspiracy, harder than any other team here, because of their inexperience to come through. I always said one of the biggest things when you're playing against a team like eUnited is coming out hot and making them second guess their mistakes. If you go ahead and let them build this momentum that early, they're going to feel themselves. They're going to get away with so much stuff. They're going to attempt things that you haven't seen before, but there goes a way to stop them. But it's coming a little too late into the half, but luckily it's this early into the round.
Yeah, an early double kill out from Dream Conspiracy will give them a chance to try to free reign the home hill of eUnited. Meanwhile, the mid-neutral hill has been won by eUnited. Kenny now has the ledge. He has his Lancer out trying to look across, but it looks like a player, Crabyys, has snuck into the backside of 2 players from eUnited. They're going to get pinched here momentarily. Kenny trying to do everything he can. Crabyys on that stairwell is going to Lancer him out, get the quick kill on them, and now Powerz is going to get 2v1. Kenny has to go for this break just to keep him in the round long enough to try to make sure they get back off a respawn and get one more chance. Kenny back A out, gets the kill. Now one more player to worry about. Bounces up into it to make sure it stays neutralized. It's going to be up to Absenz to try to win this one. Kenny trying to bait him out, goes for the wide push up A, misses the actual shot. Absenz catches him slipping, and now eUnited. They'll have won their home hill, but they've lost the mid neutral and the rehome take of Dream Conspiracy. So Dream Conspiracy will definitively have this initial in their favor.
They just need to be careful here. Absenz pushing up with those 2 hills, almost biting out more than he could chew, but he's making sure to play distraction for Reflame to get that side ankle, get that elimination on towards Xplosive. And this is where you see them overextending. I would say going for a triple cap domination, but with Kenny's elimination onto Crabyys on the other side of the map, eUnited will stay alive, but the score is more than doubled up on. So they're going to have their work cut out for them in this round if they're looking to come back, but wasting no time. They spawn back up. They immediately take their home hill back, but it almost looks like Dream Conspiracy's waiting for them to overstep their boundaries.
Well, here we see Powerz is going to try to rotate in backside of Crabyys. He's going to get the Lancer out. Beautiful job there. The home hill eUnited is being under siege now. You see a couple of players in the area. One down. They're going to get a quick revive off. The other players from eUnited trying to rotate into the backside. Beautiful Lancer by Powerz. He's going to continue to try to put damage into this situation. They're going to rotate around, try to get these kills, but all 4 players down, all 4 players dead. That should be another round in favor and a retake with a triple cap domination to boot nonetheless if they just hang out here. Beautiful job throwing that incendiary as he tries to rotate through it. That's going to be the down and damage. 1 second left. Reflame is going to try to rotate in, but it's not going to be enough. Not going to be in time. 1 round away from a 3-0 victory for eUnited.
4 straight. You got to think the momentum is heavily on their side. And this is where I was thinking throughout the course of this, before this 4th round was definitely in the books for eUnited, you'd think they would put an M-bar, a boom shot, something set in line, whether if it's on the tank, helicopter side. Hell, I'll even take something unorthodox in the middle at Crater from the side of Dream Conspiracies. Right now, it just looks like they're just going through the motions. And that's not something you want to do against an elite team like eUnited.
Here we go with the Boltok being upgraded there to the Retro on the side of Dream Conspiracy. Shock and Retro on the opposite side for eUnited. Both of them favoring the utility weapons. Nobody going crazy just yet, trying to put down that power just yet, trying to keep it pretty sustained. And that's the thing that we talked about, where Dream Conspiracy might need to change the fight up because they lost 4 straight rounds in a row, but they're going to continue to bash their heads against the concrete wall that has been eUnited for 4 straight rounds now, looking to finalize one more to get a 5-1 3-0 win.
And we already see the commitment in the middle from BGod, so he really has no other options. Go forward, go backward. You're not going to get any support angles. It's going to be all shotgun basically in a 1v1 versus Kenny, but Kenny's quick to make that rotation. He has to know that flank is there. If you look at the pathing that he's taking, Lancer battle versus BGod, Kenny's forced to back down for that moment, but on the other side of things, a trade comes through in eliminations. Crabyys trying to keep things on his side. Kenny forced to run right for his life. A double down coming through, and this is a great initial start for Dream Conspiracy in terms of eliminations. Now they have to make those eliminations count. They have to make these right rotations and make the right plays.
Beautiful L triggers by Absenz right here. I love the fact that he played wide on Powerz. He didn't give him a chance to use that movement to the best of his ability to get either of those kills. I think that's a great job by him. They're going to get that E-Hill under the control. Kenny rotates down to the bottom side. They're just trying to find this player BGod in this area. Beautiful job lancering him out from multiple angles, getting the kill there. Now 3v3 on the map. They're going to have a chance to have a free run at Dream Conspiracy's home. Crabyys is rotated through the middle of the map, trying to get over to the D-Hill. He's going to know that Powerz is going to get caught out. Powerz is going to be on 1v1 with Absenz. Absenz now is going to get some help from the back cubby corner. Beautiful job once again, 2v1ing Powerz. I really like that play call. I know it sounds like they're putting a little too many eggs in the basket of killing off Powerz, but if you don't let him continue to get free fights and free wins, you have a great chance at beating eUnited, because if you keep Powerz off a respawn, you keep a man advantage, and you keep one of their best slayers on the blocks, on the bricks, really.
Yeah, especially if you take note of how he's really affecting this moment, this match right in front of you. He's just been a slaying powerhouse and nuisance yet again. Another down quickly off of respawn coming through from Powerz, trying to get that hill under his belt. He lets that player bleed out. Another hill as they're trying to come back on the side of eUnited. They not only want to close out this map, but close out the series 3-0 as multiple eliminations fall their way. That looks like it might be a triple cap domination game in the books. It's all up to Reflames to be the hero. Flash grenade He gets the reset. Kenny doesn't go for the chunk, playing with his food just a little bit, but he doesn't get the second reset that's needed. So eUnited are going to close it out 5-1, 3-0. They might not be perfect in rounds, but they're perfect in maps.
Beautiful map number 3 by eUnited. They get it to go. And you said Kenny was playing with his food a little bit. He goes for that chainsaw instead of that final shotgun kill, just needing to get one more to be able to finish it off, but it didn't really matter in that situation. As you saw, I mean, they had the extra man in the area to be able to get that kill. They finish off the series. I just, right now, they're playing pretty much as good as anybody on the planet and as good as we've seen eUnited play in a long time. There it is, ladies and gentlemen, 300-159, 6-0, and 5-1. And Dream Conspiracy won 3 of those initials on those 6 rounds. They won 50% of the initials, in my opinion, but they gave up 2 rounds over to the side of eUnited. I mean, losing 2 of your initials to retakes was just a really hard thing to come back from, Jacob.